Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Sankirtan Mahakirtan ki Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Okay, Louis, is Louis here? Well, no. Yeah, I can play. Louis can play guitar, but when Louis comes, he'll play guitar, and then I'll play mridanga. Yeah, just keep it really soft. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, a little louder. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Find the page. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, okay, one more time, really loud, really loud. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Does everybody have this? Is it going to be on the screen? Shri Shuka Uvacha Ekadam Grihada Shishu. This is, turn it down a little bit. It seems pretty loud. Ekadam Grihada Shishu. One day, when all the maidservants of the household were otherwise engaged, Ekada Grihada Shishu, Yashoda Nanda Gehina. Mother Yashoda, the queen of Nanda Maharaj. Karmantara Niyuktasu. Karma Antara, in other household affairs, Niyuktasu, being engaged. Nirmamanta Swayam Dadhi. Nirmamanta, she churned Swayam, personally, Dadhi, the yogurt. So Yashoda was churning the yogurt to make butter because all the other servants were busy. And then Yani Yaniha Gitani Tadbala Charitani Cha Dadhi Nirmantane Kale Smaranti Tan Yagayata. Translation. Sri Shukadev Goswami continued, one day, when Mother Yashoda saw that all the maidservants were engaged in other household affairs, she personally began to churn the yogurt. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna, and in her own way she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. Have any of you read this part of the Bhagavatam yet? You have. You have. Anybody else? You have. And you have. Oh, good. Hare Krishna, thank you. It was really exciting in January of 1977 when we heard that Prabhupada was translating the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam, because in the 8th canto, in the beginning of the 8th canto, which he started translating while he was in Hawaii in May 1976, he completed the 7th canto, he writes there the date, and then when he begins translating the 8th canto, that's in May. The 8th canto is pretty big, he completes it in 4 months. Then he does the 9th canto. So in the 8th canto there's a note, he says, I want to do this whole Srimad Bhagavatam. Still, I've got the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th canto. So I'm praying to my Guru to give me the strength and the health to be able to continue this. So that's amazing that he did all of that in 4 months, that he translated 8th canto 4 months, 9th canto in 4 months. The plan was he was going to jump to the 11th canto because he'd already done the Krishna book. And when he started translating this 10th canto, they sent us little letters. Here's a little bit of his purport. And we were just really excited, like, this is the best stuff ever. And so when that first volume came out with the new paintings in it, if you've got the set of Bhagavatams, you see the paintings in there. And it was just, they're just getting better and better with each volume of book. And then the first canto part 1 came out, like, wow. And in there he said a few times, Krishna, because it's about the advent of Krishna. And he said, Krishna has taken birth in the womb of the Hare Krishna movement. He says that a few times. This movement is an incarnation of Krishna. We're so excited to read that. I mean, we're just a bunch of 19, 20-year-old kids and just trying to serve Prabhupada. We didn't know anything. There weren't any Indian people around. I mean, just a couple. they weren't like you guys reading all of Prabhupada's books and taking it seriously. This is really something that I came across. I've already told a couple of you. On a morning walk in 1976, devotees were talking about what is the qualification for someone to take bhakti yoga up seriously. And the discussion went back and forth, and Prabhupada just kept prodding them. So what is it? And so they came up with, it is some pious activities, usually something done unknowingly. Somehow you do some service to a sadhu, to a saintly person, you help in some way. And the devotees were asking, well, how come one person does it and another person doesn't? Is it Krishna's dictation, or is it that that person's independence? And Prabhupada said, it's Krishna's mercy. Why doesn't Krishna do it for everybody? And they said, well, there would be no meaning to Krishna. Krishna does whatever he wants. So if someone gets the lucky good fortune that Krishna dictates, do this, help this person, that's their great fortune. And then the devotee asked the question that was on everyone's minds back then. He said, this was 1976, and he said that, where are all the Indian people? How come they're not helping you? All of your disciples, this was in India when they were having that morning walk, he said, all your disciples are foreigners. When are the Indian people going to help out? And Prabhupada just like, they're going to. And he said, just like that cloud. Cloud means rain. When there's sufficient accumulation, then the cloud rains. So when these Indian people, when there's sufficient accumulation, so somehow it's raining like anything now. Everywhere I go, there's Indian people and Russian people. I don't know what happened to Russia, but like, wow, it just really... okay, so I just wanted to point out, this was so exciting when we got these books. And this chapter is in volume 1 or volume 2 of the... volume 1? Okay. Of the original, he only did 3 volumes. And this was so exciting, like, wow, we get to read Prabhupada's purports. The Krishna book is great. How many have read Krishna book? Like, oh good. Made like a really thorough, deep reading, or just skimming over it? Thorough? Yeah. There's so much good stuff in there. Did you know you can listen to Prabhupada dictating the Krishna book? It's available online on Prabhupada Vani. And you look up the audio and his lectures, and then there's Krishna book dictation. So practically all of it, you can hear him, and you can hear sounds going on in the background, devotees, sometimes kids crying, and he was just working on it all. It's amazing how much he did while doing everything else. So anyway, in Orissa, Bhubaneswar, devotees were sleeping, and then the devotee that was sleeping next to him, it was just a straw hut. It was just a thin wall, and he could hear Prabhupada translating. And then in his sleep, he was listening. Oh, he's translating the 10th canto. So that devotee went and woke up the other devotees. Prabhupada's translating the 10th canto. That means he expects to live long enough to do all of the 10th canto and the 11th and 12th. So that was big news. Letters went out. That's how we conveyed information back then. And as the purports were getting transcribed and sent to the BBT, we were getting little bits and pieces. So let's see what's in here. And this was big news. This was kind of a new thing. The Damodar offering lamps. Of course, I was new. Everything looked new back then. But, yeah, to be able to read about this in the original Bhagavatam. Now Prabhupada quotes Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, quoting from the Vaishnav Toshani of Srila Sanatan Goswami, says that the incident of Krishna's breaking the pot of yogurt and being bound by Mother Yashoda took place on the Deepavali day, or Deepa Malika, Even today in India, this festival is generally celebrated very gorgeously in the month of Kartik by fireworks and lights, especially in Bombay. They called it Bombay back then. It is to be understood, and it's going to stay Bombay in Prabhupada's purports forever now. It is to be understood that among all the cows of Nanda Maharaj, several of Mother Yashoda's cows ate only grasses so flavorful that the grasses would automatically flavor the milk. Mother Yashoda wanted to collect the milk from these cows, make it into yogurt, and churn it into butter personally, since she thought that this child Krishna was going to the houses of neighborhood gopas and gopis to steal butter because he did not like the milk and yogurt ordinarily prepared. While churning the butter, Mother Yashoda was singing about the childhood activities of Krishna. It was formerly a custom that if one wanted to remember something constantly, he would transform it into poetry, or have this done by a professional poet. It appears that Mother Yashoda did not want to forget Krishna's activities at any time, therefore she poeticized all of Krishna's childhood activities, such as the killing of Putana, Aghasura, Shakatasura, and Trinavarta, and while churning the butter she sang about these activities in poetical form. This should be the practice of persons eager to remain Krishna conscious 24 hours a day. Okay, has anyone here composed any poems about Krishna? Aiden has. Oh, good. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. In a minute, you could think of one if you want to recite something. Okay, if you're feeling it, let me know. This incident shows how Krishna conscious Mother Yashoda was. To stay in Krishna consciousness, we should follow such persons. So that was something Prabhupada encouraged everyone to do, was just to write. And I've been writing stuff down for the last 20 years or more. Just as things happen, I write down what's going on. When your kids are little and they say interesting things or somebody says something funny, I'll write it down because I want it to be something that I'll want to read later, because I found that's the stuff I'm going to go back to. Deep philosophy, thoughts, sometimes I'll read it, but not unless it's something really interesting, some breakthrough, some deep thought you're having. So let me just show you, because I have it right here. These little composition books, and I just write in there what's going on, and back to school sales, these are like 50 cents each, so I just buy a stack of them. I have a library, and then I put the date on there, like 2012, 2006, and May, and I just put it on there, and so I got this whole, it's about that long, and so I just practice writing, and if it's entertaining enough for you to read, then maybe your kids, your grandkids, great-grandkids are going to read it, and they're going to wonder, what was it like? What was going on in Charlotte way back in 2025 when people still carried around phones? And all of this stuff is going to look really old-fashioned. We're going to look at a picture of this and say, wow, we looked really weird back then. When people see me with dark hair and full head of hair, they're like, that looks funny. It's just, things change. When things change, we get used to what it is. I wore saffron for 10 years, and when it was arranged I was going to get married, and I put on white, it just felt like so weird to wear white. I was like, it's like I just felt comfortable in saffron. Like, okay, I'm not touching the material world, I'm not involved, I'm not interested, I'm not after anything. And when I put this on, I just felt like I looked greedy or something. And new fresh of saffron. Okay, I'll consult my GBC. Okay, put that in the diary. And also sometimes when you get some insights, some deep thoughts, or when you go to a seminar and you hear inspiring things, I take notes in here, and I was just looking back at my notes from like 15 years ago, listening to Radhanath Swami, Satyanandan Swami, Bhakti Churu Swami, and the things that they said. I wrote them down back then, and I read through them several times, and reading them was like, oh, this is the way I think now. And it was really encouraging to find things that I heard back then are becoming the way I am now. So much so that as I read it, it's like, big deal. I mean, everybody thinks like that, don't they? But back then it was a big breakthrough to hear that. And so anyway, these are good. And when you write by hand, it slows you down. When you're typing with your thumbs or fingers, you type, it goes on really quick, but when you write and you practice your good handwriting that you learned, some of you have really good handwriting from your school back in India. And you can also write in 3 different scripts, in Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Sanskrit, Roman letters. Okay, so anyway, in composing poems, I mean, yeah, I've written a couple of poems, but they're like really, I don't recite them. This is Mother Yashoda. She just put poems together singing about her son, and then I think it's at the next verse where, yeah. All right, can I read this next one? I know you got, okay. This, I gave class in Alachua a couple weeks ago, and it was on the verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is a quotation from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu about how one should practice sadhana bhakti, and at a certain point you find some resident of Vrindavan to emulate. You know what emulate means? Okay. Try to become like them. You don't become them, but you become like them. And in the purport, one of the purports Prabhupada says, you don't even try to become like them. You just try to serve them. He's just so careful about you did not become Yashoda or Nanda Maharaj. So here in this purport, so we read about Yashoda. She's churning the butter. All the other servants are busy. So here's the description. We'll just read the translation. Who would like to read out loud? Who's a good... Would you like to read it out loud? Yeah. Okay. Early on in the Bhagavatam, describing Krishna arriving in Dwaraka, and in other places, there's this phrase used, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, and he'll correct me if I'm right, Sneha Snigdha, which means everything is wet with affection. And when Krishna arrived in Dwaraka, people had missed him. He'd been gone for a while. The whole battle of Kurukshetra had happened. He stayed a couple months after to help ease the sufferings of all of the widows, and said the affection was, the reception was wet with affection, meaning people were crying. The women, the older women, they still, even though Krishna is 100 years old, they see him as their son, and there's affection coming. Sometimes people ask, what's so great about cows? What's so great about milk? And because milk is liquid affection, liquid love. And so drinking the milk from the cows is like drinking the love. I know someone who had goats. The goats never had kids, but they took such good care of those goats out of affection. Those goats started giving milk. They just felt like, you're like our kids. We love you so much. And so they just started giving milk. So Yashoda, she's showing her affection that way. Perspiration, okay, there's some more wetness. All right, and here we go with Prabhupada's purport. And this is just amazing. Prabhupada's like pinnacle of purports throughout the 10th canto. Anyone who desires to be Krishna conscious in motherly affection or parental affection should contemplate the bodily features of Mother Yashoda. It is not that one should desire to become like Yashoda, for this is Mayavad. Either in parental affection or conjugal love, friendship or servitorship, in any way we must follow in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Vrindavan, not try to become like them. So we are trying to become like them. He says that in other places. We're servants of them. We want to enter into that. But he's just so afraid we're going to think, I'm going to become Sridham, Sudam, Yashoda. Therefore this description is provided here. Advanced devotees must cherish this description, always thinking of Mother Yashoda's features, how she was dressed, how she was working and perspiring, how beautifully the flowers were arranged in her hair, and so on. One should take advantage of the full description provided here by thinking of Mother Yashoda in maternal affection for Krishna. So that's how he enters into Damodar Leela, first thinking of Yashoda. And I'm going to pass it over to Pran Govinda now. He's going to... Okay. And this is the way it's described in the story. Shukadev Goswami is telling the story, and then as he gets up to the point of, he doesn't just say, she was chasing him, she caught him, she tied him up. He goes into a whole description. He who is, everything is within him. There is no outside of Krishna, because everything is inside of him. He's bigger than the whole universe. All of the universes are within Krishna. And then she's going to tie a rope around that. So he builds it up. He puts all of that into the story. All right, I'll read one more. Okay, you ready? You want to sit here? Yeah. These are not going to have batteries.
I don't know. Who's this? Mitra Sen Prabhu ki jai. Would you like to come a little closer? You don't have to hide. I won't bite. Kill him. Come a little closer. Hare Krishna. I'm trying. I'm trying to become a servant, good servant. You all please bless me and pray for me. I came 78, yeah. Thank you, Father. Hare Krishna. So in the beginning we do Mangalacharan. I come from a business background, diamond jewelry business. I always think of profit first. And it's nothing wrong. Because Rupa Goswami Pad says, even Prabhupada says, when Akshayananda Maharaj asked Prabhupada, how did you get the name International Society for Krishna Consciousness? If you look at the history of Gaudiya, there is no such thing called Krishna consciousness. Either Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Society, this, that, never Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada quote this verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, is originally from Nectar of Devotion. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. What is Krishna Bhakti? Rasa Bhavita Mati. Kriyatam Judi Kotopi Labbate. Purchase it if you find somewhere. Immediately. Kriyatam means Kri, Kroy, Bikroy. Are you familiar with those words, Sanskrit? Kriyatam Judi Kotopi Labbate. So what's the price? Do I have it? Tatra Lollam. Lollam. What is lollam? Greed. Greed. Do you know what is greed? What? I have to have it. I don't care. I want to have it. How much? It doesn't matter. I want to have it. Everything else is secondary. You are convinced. Tatra lollam mullam ekalam. Only one price you have to pay is greed. Janma koti sukriti nalabbate. Even millions of life, janma koti sukriti. You pile up, you can never purchase. Only one price you pay. What is it? Oh my God. Why can't you say loudly? Greed. Greed. Thank you. So every temple, including Alachua, we pray Mangalacharan every day before class, anywhere. In Mangalacharan, if you can remember three things, please repeat after me. Jantram means every pranam mantra Prabhupada says, it is as powerful as Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Don't take it lightly. This Mangalacharan, each pranam mantra is very powerful. And that mantra is addressed to a person. It is not some Sanskrit scholar put the word together as a prayers. Not like that. It is their deep realization they have perceived, met the Lord, reciprocated with the Lord, and revealed. For an example, I give you an example. How many of you know this verse? Namo Mahabhadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Raise your hand. I want to see how many. Wow, a lot. Who composed that? When? Jogai Madai, Rupa Goswami Pad was not there. No. You are halfway close, but now that's in Jagannath Puri. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know enough. Just I can catch. It's only place he composed this. There was no book or anything. It's the other side of Ganges in Benares. When he came with his brother Anupam, and they saw other side, Benares was known as Mayavad. 60,000 disciples, 60,000 sannyasi. Do you know 60,000 sannyasi? How it is effulgence? They all say Shoham. 4 principle the Mayavad has. What is the first? Prajnanam Brahma. This is our goal. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Or you can go reverse way, maybe you can relate. Who am I? I am Aham Brahmasmi. Who are you? Tattamasi. You are that Brahman. What is everything and everywhere? Sarvam Kalvidam Brahman. Everything is Brahman. Eko Brahma Ditya Nasti. There is nothing else but Brahman. So what are you doing? Prajnanam Brahma. Trying to go back to that Brahman. This is their philosophy. So they don't need anything from anyone. This is their literary base. But when Rupa Goswami Pad came with Anupam, I'm going to do the Mangalacharan, but I'm just explaining how you can take advantage of Mangalacharan. Because you do this every day in your life, isn't it? Try to cash, learn how to cash it. This is my slang way of, I'm learning also English. And this is Srila Prabhupada gave this story. From his lecture I picked this. Prabhupada said when Rupa Goswami Pad saw, it's unbelievable, 60,000 saffron cloth sannyasi rolling on the ground, crying for Krishna. They thought they are Krishna. Aham Brahmasmi. Everything is Brahman. Now they are seeking for Brahman. This is unheard of. So he was so overwhelmed, he could not control himself. He also fell at the other side of the Ganges and composed this instantly. And if you look at that verse, Namo Mahabadannaya. Badannaya means you don't deserve, but I'm giving you. Maha means a greatest that nobody can calculate how, but he is not only giving you, feeding you, teaching you how to be healthy spiritually. Mahabadannaya. Namo Mahabadannaya. Then Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishna Prem. First of all Krishna, then Krishna Prem. This is Rupa Goswami Pad when he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Unbelievable. What kind of personality is that? Never. Now, I just want to give you a warning. I'm not putting down any other incarnation or other, but we must compare. Like for an example, Lord Ramachandra, when he went on the way to Dandakarna forest, one hill, he saw Sarvanga Rishi in a cave. When he saw Sarvanga Rishi immediately recognized Lord Ram as a supreme. He paid obeisances. So he says, what do you want? He said, please let me merge this Sajujya Mukti I'm looking for. To where? How many Sajujya Mukti are there? You all know. 3 types. Merging into Brahman, everybody knows. Merging into Ishvara also. Like Shishupal, where did he merge? Come on, you read Krishna book. Inside Krishna's body. He went in the sky, went in Krishna's body. So 3 types of merging, Sajujya. So there is a very interesting, the Sarvanga Rishi says, let me merge in your body. Lord Ramchandra let it go. He blessed. But if you look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life, same Ramchandra in his origin form, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Raghunath Bhatta walked from Benares to Jagannath Puri, I don't think any one of you did that, but it takes about a month plus to walk from Benares to Jagannath Puri. There was a great devotee who was helping him. His name is Ramadas Biswas. Ramadas Biswas, he was narrating entire Ramayana for whole month. And he's carrying the luggage of Raghunath Bhatta and going all the way to Jagannath Puri to meet Lord Chaitanya. After coming, of course he was concerned. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to live in Tapan Mishra's house and take prasadam in Chandrasekhar's. So there was some kind of a etiquette in Vedic culture. So Raghunath, he remembers childhood memory of Mahaprabhu. So he's thinking like, I'm finally arriving. I hope Mahaprabhu remember me, remember my parents, and I cannot live without him. I want to serve him. You know, like, do you know that anxiety when you arrive after a long time to some relative? I hope they remember us. Last time we had fun. Don't you think like that? So he was just thinking like that. So as soon as he arrived in Jagannath Puri, Mahaprabhu said, Raghunath, my Raghu. And Raghunath completely melted. Oh my God, he remembers more than I even thought. So he embraced him. Then after little conversation, how is your parents? Because they served Mahaprabhu. So then he was introducing. This is Ramdas Vishwas. Mahaprabhu turned his face and went others. Would you like to guess? Imagine you come after a long time and you introduce your friend, and the owner of the house, who is your best auntie, I'm just guessing, just throwing as and just turn her face and going away. So, did I not say that, auntie, this is my best friend? Next day, Raghunath Bhattu did the same thing. Mahaprabhu, this is my friend Ramdas Vishwas. Mahaprabhu says, we are going to now to Jagannath temple. He just walked out. On the third day, he appealed to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, those who are associated in that time, Pratapruddha, that something is not right. I'm missing something. Mahaprabhu recognized me, he gave me everything I want, shelter, and his embrace and everything. But as soon as I introduce, he kind of discard or avoid or, it's not, that's not who Mahaprabhu is. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Pratapruddha, they asked Mahaprabhu, Raghunath is feeling not happy that he want to introduce. Mahaprabhu, instead of answering, just imagine what Mahaprabhu said. He said, you all can stay with him. I am going to go away and never come back. Is that what you want? Then that's fine. I'll leave tomorrow. They felt like a thunder on their head. What did you do? No, Prabhu, don't leave. Did not ask. You know why? Because Mahaprabhu is such a merciful, but he will never tolerate devious philosophy or merging idea. So then they investigated to this Ramdas Biswas. Why do you want to become a devotee? Why you need mercy of Lord Chaitanya? He says, so I can merge in his body. What? You want to merge in his body? Why? Did you ever hear the Prabhupada says when the child grows big? I'm not talking about you. But he feels so frustrated with life. Say, Mother, I wish I was in the womb inside your womb. Prabhupada said that. That's horrible, isn't it? Mother wants the child to grow up as like a wonderful person in this world, benefit the world. Merging is like a disgusting to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya's mercy is extreme. So when Rupa Goswami Pad saw this, he instantly composed this. That nobody, no incarnation ever can compare with Lord Chaitanya's mercy and affection. He has so much affection, compassion to living entity, that he drowned all these impersonalists into Krishna consciousness. Of course, Ramdas Bishwas later on he understood, devotee's mercy. Now you may say like, why Lord Chaitanya did not correct him? You can, I was also writing a small article, why Krishna didn't correct Duryodhana? My God, so much fighting. He could have just corrected him. That's a whole topic, another day. But it was very interesting if you think very deeply. So Lord Chaitanya did correct, but one thing he did, what he did, that don't try to go to God directly without taking shelter of a devotee. None of you, this is my request, you can do what you want, but don't do that. Always take shelter of a devotee, senior devotee, guru, and then you approach God. You will be wealthy, rich spiritually. There's a many instances I can say. So then later on the devotee made Ramdas Bishwas devotee. King Pratapruddha, same thing. King Pratapruddha Mahaprabhu would not give darshan. How many of you know? Yes or no? How did he get? Nityananda Prabhu said something very interesting. Say, Jaddapi Ishwar tumi parama swatantra. As far as supremacy, nobody is equal or above. You are parama swatantra and you are fully independent. But what is the loophole? Tathapi shabhaveho prema paratantra. But by nature, you are subordinate to what? Love of the devotee. Very good. Give him a clap. Other day I was talking, somebody said, like Krishna is Krishna is subordinate to Mother Yashoda? Is that a good sentence? You have to catch this little key point, because that's how you will poke your own consciousness. Jayadvaita Maharaj, Jayadvaita Swami, he told me a few times, he said, I'm glad that you editing your own thinking. He said, this is the best thing you can do. And I really do. I think a lot, but I edit. Is that properly? Who is Shastra backing this thinking? And you edit and you will get. No, Yashoda Maya has a love. Krishna subordinate to the love of Mother Yashoda, not under Yashoda. Is that clear? You develop love, Krishna will come under that love. Why? Because his nature is that. Tathapi shabhave ho prema paratantra. You are subordinate to the love of the devotee. So back to this. So when Rupa Goswami Pad composed this instantly, then you can think that when you praying this, you think Rupa Goswami Pad composed about Lord Chaitanya, who is the most merciful form. That is this verse, Namo Mahabhadanaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate. What is doing? He's giving Krishna Prem. Did Krishna give Krishna Prem? Yes, no? Yes, he gave. Prabhupada said some places 12, some places he said 35. I don't know where this number coming from, but Prabhupada said there were 640 million people in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Not everybody got Krishna Prem. Krishna was there. Prabhupada even said, there's a conversation that Rupa Goswami Pad asked, would you go to battlefield? You know, bor, the word bor in Indian language, in Sanskrit bor, the word bor. Do you know bor? No? There is a three special description of Krishna's beauty. How Brahmaji saw Krishna's beauty, how Dijapatni saw Krishna's beauty, how the gopis they saw Krishna's beauty. So gopis saw, this is Barha Piram Natabaru Natabara. Barha Piram, Barha means peacock feather. Barha Piram Natabara Vapu Karnaya Karnikaram Vibratavasa Kanaka Kabisham Vaijayanti Malam. So Natabara, Bar means the day, don't take it personally. The men in Indian culture, only one day in their life, they dress like a perfect, beautiful, handsome man. Would you like to guess what day is that? Thank you. Give him applause. He knows. Because he did dress. Right? The rest of the life, he doesn't dress good. But on the wedding day, he dressed. Because that's the word called bar. Groom. Bride and groom. Women can dress every day, generally, so it's not. But Krishna always dressed like a husband. So Prabhupada, not husband, bride, groom. What do you call? Not a husband. Not fiancé. The person who is about to get married. Dula. 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 In Hindi. Bara. Barbadhu. Barbadhu means groom and the bride. Yeah. But there must be some another word in Hindi. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. So bar means the man one time in his life dressed the most attractive. In Bengal they have, like little crown, little earring, like it's all paper made, all the dots all over his face. They polish it, lot of really nice. The best man for the one time, I won't say the whole thing what Prabhupada says. King for the day, and the rest of the sentence I will not fill it up. But Prabhupada said it. So Krishna always dressed like this, very beautiful, very attractive, unbelievable attractive. Krishna, he is supreme controller, but in his nature, he is always subordinate to the love of devotee. Where Krishna was in the battlefield, he only gave darshan very few. It is not that Krishna darshan will give you deliverance. Try to remember this. It is your perception, unite with Krishna's darshan, gives you deliverance. Where are you going to go? How much love you have, how much devotion you have, will take you to that abode. It is not Krishna's darshan. So we have to remember that. Now let's go back to this. So Rupa Goswami Pad, when he said this, that this person in Dwapara Yuga delivered only 30-35 people. But now 60,000 Mayavadi, not even ordinary Jiva, Mayavadi, offenders. Why they are offenders? What is their conception of God? Otherwise you will forget about this. Why they are offended? Everything is God. That is one good thing. Very good. They don't want to serve. That is good. Two things you need. Now you have Bhagavatam, you can look at it. 7.2.7. You can look at it. One of the you are also Mayavadi. Oh. Yeah, but there it says, see the Hiranyakashipu, he's giving speech. You know, Hiranyakashipu is a good philosopher. The whole chapter is all his teachings about soul. Only thing he's missing these two things on that verse. You found the translation? What is the God made of? God has no spiritual form. What is God made of? Nature. No. God's form made of one of the three. When Sattvagun, Brahman comes in contact with Sattvagun, he takes a form, like a pig or Varahadev, because Varahadev killed his brother, so he's giving a speech. Second, God never gives up his compassion. This conception, that's why they are offended. That all this form in this world, they think is if Brahman takes the form. So Brahman comes in contact with Sattvagun, takes a form. Comes with Rajagun, what is that? The soul. Each of you is the same Brahman. That's why Eko Brahma Ditya Nasti. These are Mayavad. You don't have to remember, but I had to remember to get rid of Mayavad from me. And the third is when that Brahman comes in contact with Tamagun, it becomes the material elements. You follow what their philosophy is? It's good to know because we are contaminated with it. We need to pull it out from the heart. So on that verse, yeah, can you read it? Is this true? No. 7.27. What is it? Samaham sarva bhuteshu name deshasti na priya. I'm equal to everybody. But here they think he's the leader of Mayavadi. Hiranyakashipu is not only demon. Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
Although he is a supreme person, now influenced by Maya, he has assumed the form of a boy.
So the Varahadev, because his brother just got killed. This is a funeral speech, by the way. His mother was there, his what he calls sister-in-law, Hiranyaksha's wife, everybody is there. And he's giving speech. So in his speech, you can see the whole beginning few sloka, this is 100% is the leader of Mayavad philosophy. Hiranyakashipu was not only demon, that's why they are called demon. Mayavad bigs are demon. So they think that there is no original form, origin. What is our philosophy on this? I'm sorry, I'm going off, but I want to make it concrete. What is our origin? Everybody please repeat after me. Ete changsa kalapungsha krishnastu bhagavan shayam. You have to remember that verse. Who is Krishna? He is Swayam. What is Swayam? Say it. He is by himself, for himself, of himself. Nobody made him God. He made himself God. For himself, of himself. This is our understanding. What about other gods? Narayan, Vishnu. They are all his expansion. Krishna is the origin. Mahaprabhu explained, Jar Bhagavatta haite anyer Bhagavatta, Swayam sabde ihate satta. The word Swayam means from whom all other Bhagavan came. That's why he is origin, Krishna. This is in 1st canto, 3rd chapter. This is beautiful. So we need to understand that we believe Krishna, God's original form in spiritual world. Then he comes down. Goloko namni, nijadhamni, talesha tasya diyebi mahesha haridhamesha. He comes down like this. But they think, Mayavadi thinks, that originally there is no form. Can you see the difference? Some of you also grow up with this in your mind. Believe or not, you don't have to tell me, but it is a fact. Because we are born in the material world, we have this contamination. I don't know if Krishna really has an eternal form in spiritual world. Didn't he take birth in Jashoda's maternity room? How he has the original form? You think like this. You follow? Because those contamination are there. So we think always Supreme Personality of God's original form is where? In Golok Vrindavan. While Mother Jashoda is giving birth, Ballapi Bhagavan Krishna Kaisharam Rupam Ashrita. Beautifully explained in Vishnu Puran, many other scriptures, that while he is taking birth from Jashoda's womb in the maternity house, he is playing with Srimati Radharani. Where is the original form of Krishna? Can you find that verse? Krishnera Jataka, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes, this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnera Jataka Khela Sarvatama Nara Lila Nara Bapu Tahara Sarup. Sarup means original. So Radha Govinda Maharaj was giving class. He said, Aapko malum hai na? Maharaj speak like this, Radha Govinda Maharaj. Oh, Sarup bola hai na, udar, Nara Bapu Tahara Sarup. How many of you know Radha Govinda Maharaj? He speaks like this, you'll see. आपको मालूम है ना वो उसका क्या क्या अर्थ है बोलिए हमारा ओरिजिनल फॉर्म स्वरूप इज हाँ 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 ये बात सच्ची है आई विल नेवर फॉरगेट दैट Maharaj was very happy said the origin form Mahaprabhu reveals this in that oh you found it it's in Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishna re jataka khela sarvattama naralila narabapu tahara sarup origin form of Krishna is that form that he has a gopavesh, coward boy, he has a flat flute playing, not flute on his hand holding or on his belt, waist belt. When Brahmaji saw Krishna, flute was on his waist belt. So our Acharya goes very details. That's not origin. Why? Because on that principle, Mahaprabhu says, Sarvattama Naralila Narababu Tahara Sarup Gopa Besho Benu Kara Nava Kisho Natabara Naralila Hai Anurup. All these verses like very clear. The origin form of Krishna is his playing flute with his chadar like this, and he has a turban, and he has a yellow dress, no shoes. This is original form, and Radharani on his left side. You follow? This is original form. So then somebody will say, isn't Krishna took birth in Mother Jashoda's maternity? Yes. Same time he was playing with Radharani in Golok. That original form always origin. Never. From that comes all other form. In Vrindavan there is a prakat, aprakat. Two form is there. He is there. For an example, Krishna, I'm going off Mangalacharan. Okay, let me stay there Mangalacharan, otherwise I'll forget. So when you think of Mangalacharan every day, think of Jantram, say Jantram, Mantram, Tantram. So Jantram means every prayer is a personality. Not that it is indicating a personality, it is a personality. Nam Nami Abhed. The name Krishna is a person. Not that name has a person. You follow? Don't in spiritual realm, do not ever separate this. So when we say that prayers, Namo Mahabadannaya, that prayers actually Mahaprabhu is right on your tongue. Now how do you say that? Is it true? Yes. Mahaprabhu, while he was about to depart from this Grahastha form, he was counseling, or you can say mother-son's discussion, very intimate. He told 5 person that told Nityananda Prabhu to tell 5 person that he is going to take sannyas this evening. And he was counseling personally to his mother. And there is many things were confidential spoken. And one of them he says, Prabhu kahe sukhote ji suno mora mata nirbandha naguchen likhan vidata. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Kanda. Very nice. Said, Aro dui janma laiva sankirtanarambe haiva tumar putra ami abhilambe. Mura archa murti mata tumi se dharani, jibbarupa mata tumi namere janani. I will appear in the name. When you say Gauranga, actually Lord Chaitanya is right here with you. This is real. Mahaprabhu himself told this to his mother. And he will become the tongue. Is this your tongue or Mother Joshoda or Sachimata? It's Sachimata. He said, I will dance on your tongue. You will become the mother. The tongue of the devotee will become, you will take that form and I will dance on your tongue. This is Mahaprabhu revealed that. The two other forms. One form is this, another form is deities. So I'm going to go back. So when Rupa Goswami Pad composed that, then we should think who is composing Rupa Goswami Pad. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's that form may reveal in front of you if you really become attached to the mantra. That's why Prabhupada said these mantras are so powerful. So every mantra that we chant in Mangalacharan, there's three things. First is Jantram. What is Jantram means? Yeah, person is a person. Not to a person. A person. Okay. Then second is said mantram. Mantram means who composed this when. Just like Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Who composed that? Vyasadeva wrote it down. Yes, Narad Muni. To Dhruva Maharaj. When he got 6 months, completely pure. When we chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Lord will appear on your tongue. Lord will appear in front of you if you have a strong faith in that. This is called mantram, means composer. Why, when, how. We should know. You follow? And tantram means tantram means my respectful, devotional attitude. If you put these three together, jantam, mantram, tantram, you will see the presence of the Lord in your life every time you chant. This is very important. Okay, I think this is enough. I'm sorry. I have a bad habit of going here, there. Please forgive me. So let us offer Mangalacharan. Just imagine all these prayers are actually person and you have access by the mercy of your Prabhupada. Om Ajnanati Mirandhassa Gyenanjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitangscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vacham Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo 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 Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Nama He Krishna Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Bhajami Radham Aravinda Netram Smarami Radham Madhur Smitasham Vadami radham karuna varadram tato mama nasti gati na kopi tavivasmi najivami taya vinay iti vignaya devi tam nayamam charnantikam. Please repeat after me. Bhakta vihina aparada lakshe shiptascha kamadi taranga madde kripamayitam saranam prapanna brinde namaste charanarabindam. That means, O Brinda Devi, I am drowning into this ocean of lust, greed, anger, madness, illusion, and so many anarthas. I am also committing so many offenses. Please protect me from the offenses and from these 6 enemies. This is the prayers to Brinda Devi, the Jogomaya. Very important. Okay. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Adaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are hearing from Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 9th chapter, 1st verse. Oh, you found it. Good. These verses you should memorize this. This is the original form is explained this. Radha Govinda Maharaj really loves these verses. And he was very kind to me. He said, this is good. All this. There are many, few hundred verses are so confidential, even other Sampradaya doesn't have. Like this very clearly says, origin form of God, like that. So in the 10th canto, 9th chapter, 1st verse, we were reading that when this Damodar Leela took place, so I supposed to talk about how to enhance our attraction for Kartik Vrata. So yesterday, you read the scary part of Srila Prabhupada's recommendation, right? How many of you remember? Yeah? Oh, good. You going to do it? Actually, at the end, Prabhupada says, so can you do it? So I didn't see as a directly instruction, but he's asking. I am loophole, like a advantage taker. I'm just thinking can I do this for whole months, 24 hours? I don't think I have to be honest to you. I'm trying to be a servant of a Vaishnava. It's difficult. So Prabhupada, I'm glad Prabhupada asked that. Can you do it? Now they didn't answer yet, so I'm not answering either. I'm just thinking about it and praying to Krishna. This happened day after Diwali. Day before Diwali. Mother Yashoda, how old was Krishna? Ramapad Swami Maharaj, he's very scrutinizing those things. I remember 3 months back or maybe 4 months back, he sent me text. Can you find it exact age when Damodar Leela took place, when Krishna did Ras Leela? So I did research and I'm glad. We do very details like Utthan, that Krishna learned how to turn over by himself. Oh, when was that? It's 81 days. Exactly like this calculate. So when was the Namkaran ceremony? Right after this. Now, who maintained the calendar? Nowadays you have iPhone. Where's my phone? Oh. You have an iPhone. Oh, Prabhu, tomorrow is Ekadashi. How do you know? Because there is an app, right? So how did they know those days? Mother Devaki, she comes from a Kshatriya family. Huh? Vasudev Maharaj's father's father and Nanda Maharaj's father's name? Prajjanna Maharaj. Say, Prajjanna Maharaj. And Prajjanna Maharaj's father and Vasudev Maharaj's father, they come from one father, two mother. So Maharaj Surasen, if you go to this Devamir King Devamir's dynasty, he married one Kshatriya wife, one Vaishya wife. This is not an idea giving to the men's, but in Bhagavatam it says if you are a Brahmana, you can marry the first wife Brahmana, then second wife Kshatriya, the third wife Vaishya, fourth wife Shudra. But I don't think it is for a practice here, but it is just Bhagavatam saying this. So from a Vaishya wife, Prajjana Maharaj comes. You follow? And then he had 5 sons. Nanda Maharaj is the middle. And there's a whole explanation how Nanda Maharaj became, because according to Vedic culture, first son, Upananda, supposed to be the next successor, no? Yeah. But Upananda loves Nanda Maharaj so much. He said, Baba, they call Baba in Brajavasa, Baba, Nanda is like a real father to all the Brajavashi. Why not he? But he will not take the position. Nanda Maharaj was actually young man, young boy. And Upananda was little grown up, elder brother. They love each other so much. So he said, I'll do a little tricks. That's how Nanda Maharaj became. So when you meet Nanda Maharaj, you can say, we learned how you became the king. But Nanda Maharaj never wanted to become the king. So Prajjana Maharaj, he prayed to Lord Shiva in Nandishwar Mahadev. How many of you went? In Nandagram, there is a Nandishwar Mahadev. There is a 5 Shiva temple in Vrindavan. Pipaleshwar, Nandishwar. These are like common. Gokarna, Karneshwar. This is in Mathura. So Nandishwar Mahadev, he prayed and prayed and prayed, and Mahadev says, yes, you will have a grandchild. Very, very advanced. Nobody is equal or above. He didn't say Supreme Lord, but it's like a hidden secret. So Prajjana Maharaj was ready to take Banaprastha. He told Upananda, I want to coronate you as a Raj Abhishek. You know how they make devotee? King? By Tilak, Raj Abhishek. It's a big festival. So he called Nanda Maharaj. Well, his name was not Maharaj, just Nanda. So Upananda, elder brother, called him. He said, sit down on my lap. So he sat down. Brother, you do so many good things. He said, yes. Today you know what's going to happen? Our father wants to retire from maintaining this. He wants to go for Banaprastha and do meditation. Today we'll have a new king. What do you think? It's a good idea. So, where is the Raja Tilak? So there's a 2 Brahmana in Vrindavan, Shandila Rishi and Mandapa Rishi. Shandila Rishi is there always. So Shandila Rishi was there. He's a Brahmana. He brings it and he put it on Nanda Maharaj's tilakam, on his forehead. Nanda Maharaj said, me? He said, yes. And everybody say, Jai Nanda Maharaj ki Jai. And he's like, I'm the king? I didn't even think you should be the king. Anyway, it was a very emotional, wonderful way of thinking. They used to do Indra Jagna. So, Gopal Champu, Jiva Goswami Pad puts one date. Bhagavatam also said, there's this, both are correct, is nothing wrong. You know, like sometime Prabhupada says that Barahadev, Sheta Baraha, sometime he said the red Baraha, Lohita Baraha, then sometimes a Nil Baraha. It's not wrong. One Varaha is coming, one Varaha came, you'll say, but Seta Varaha already was there in the first day of Brahma. First day. That's why it's a Seta Varaha. Then, sometime Prabhupada says, Seta Varaha is coming. So is he wrong? No, he's not wrong. It's just he can see sometime future, next day of Brahma, what will happen. You follow? So don't get misunderstanding. Whatever Prabhupada said is all correct. You have to reconcile here just. So I'm glad Ramapad Maharaj scrutinized this. So Bhagavatam says 3 years, 4 months. When this Leela took place, Damodar Leela? 3 years, 4 months. Now another commentator, our Acharya, says 2.5 years. No need to fight. Both are correct because every day of Brahma this Leela is going on. And it's not automatically exact no, it's free. It changes time. Like for an example, Devaki, Mother Devaki in the house arrest. It's a prison, but house arrest, house arrest means you live in a house, but you're not behind the iron bar or something. So they were like that, Vasudeva and Devaki. So whoever would come, they have to pass through the screen, the front security officer. So they would, Mother Devaki was very genius mother. She would put a chalk on a wall and 1 day, 2 days, 3 days like this. Every day she would put. Who is Krishna in Vrindavan? Brajendra Krishna to Vasudeva and Devaki? Come on. Now their son. Their son. First is their son. Yeah, he's a god, but their son. They always think. But what about Vrindavan? What they think of Nanda Maharaj's son? Belong to Vasudeva Devaki? No. Nanda and Jashoda. Where is the evidence? Sutika Griha, maternity. There was umbilical cord. Even Gopi Git. Do you all sing Gopi Git also during Kartik? Yes or no? You do? Okay, good. In Alacha we do. Every day, every evening we do. Jayati te dikam janmana braja sayata indira sasatatrahi daita drishatam dikshuta boka toidito asvas tam vichinnate. Now in the beginning what he says? Jayati te adhikam janmana braja. Where did Krishna take birth? Where is the evidence? Here. The gopis, they are singing, hey, the moment you are take birth, the Indira means the Lakshmi Devi is here. Do they know he is Supreme God? Why they say Lakshmi? Indira. Indira means Lakshmi Devi. Why they say this? Deep down in their understanding, yes. They have 100% knowledge. Because you cannot become completely advanced lover of Krishna unless your surrender is really strongly built in. And how do you surrender? When surrender began? Everybody together. Bahunam janma namante. Then Genavan mam prapaddate. Then Vas Amiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Unless you are equipped with knowledge, detachment from this world will not come. We are not trying to be detached. But Prabhupada says very interesting English word. He said, you can repeat after me. Renunciation is the result of genuine spiritual emotion. Try to develop spiritual emotion. Then what you don't need in the material world will be automatically out from your way. Don't try to renounce. This is a beautiful, even though in English, but it's so profound the way Prabhupada said it. Complaint used to come many, many times about Krishna stealing butter and all this. And Mother Jashoda is always thinking, if there is a one day I can milk myself. She has a special cows, Gandhini, Sugandhi, Padmini, There are few cows are special to her. She every day milks. How many lakhs cows are there? 9 lakhs. Very good. So beside 9 lakhs cows, why Krishna has to steal butter? If you put a logic. Even our acharyas are also joker. You know, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur is so serious. But he says a joking way, he said, now don't practice this, I'm just repeating what he says. He says, stolen food must be taste better. Otherwise, why Krishna would steal butter? I mean, you have not enough 9 lakhs cows, how much butter you need? Now, give me before I go to this Damodar, at least some idea, give me an answer to something. One mother, Gopi, she told her husband, you know, I work very hard and I'm milking the cows, making butter, and I'm saving it for later on to take it to the market and sell it. Actually, they never go to Mathura, but every day they plan to go to Mathura. Some or other Krishna divert them. That's why there's a whole soap opera is wonderful. So she comes back and the butter is gone. So after butter is gone, she's telling to her husband, you know, I worked very hard to make this butter. Can't you just protect this butter from Nanda Maharaj's son? He said, yes, yes. And he felt guilty, you know, it's like a husband. You know, husband feel guilty? Do you know what it is? You don't know? You don't know? You know? Okay, good. So he felt guilty, and then he was thinking like, I'm not letting Krishna come anymore. So next day, he is really alert. No more allowing Krishna to come. All of a sudden, Jogomaya. Everybody takes shelter of Krishna. Krishna takes shelter of who? Jogomaya. Where does it say that? 10.29.1. Because those are key points. You have to scrutinize those verses. Bhagavan api taratri sarat utpulla mallika bhikshamrantu manasha chakre. In his mind, Krishna is thinking, Jogomaya Shamasrita. He took shelter of Jogomaya. You arrange this. We say come to take shelter of Krishna, but Krishna takes shelter of Jogomaya. There is a reason for it. I want to specify. Oh, very good. The translation. You can read the translation. And also there is another verse. Adilila chapter 4, 29, 30. Those verses you have to know in order to understand and dive into Krishna Lila. That Krishna told Jogomaya to create this whole atmosphere. Looks like, otherwise, if you look at any Lila, Damodar Lila is coming, right? In Damodar Lila, Krishna is crying and is talking in a conversation. Mother, mother, don't hit me. Don't hit me. So Mother Yashoda says, I'm not going to hit you, but tell me, why did you steal? Why did you get this nature of stealing butter? Krishna says, I did not steal. You did not steal. People are complaining. How can you say like this? Of course, you all know that it was never proven. Do you know any pastime that ever proven that Krishna actually stole? So I go back to this and then come back to this. So then, when Jogomaya makes this little warm weather, you know what happened to the man? They're sitting on the veranda to guard the house. Krishna cannot come with his gang. Little warm weather, dozing off. They just got in. They steal the butter, come out. And then he realized, what happened? So the Gopi mother comes, you didn't do the good job. I told you to protect and save this butter, but this butter is gone. Next day, he took a vow. It's like a strong, vow, brahmachari vow. And as soon the hot air is coming, Jogomaya putting this weather is pinching, pinching his own skin. He will not go to sleep. He's putting water on his eyes, not going water. Now I want answer from you. So when this Gopi mother comes, and she comes and sees Krishna didn't come to take the butter. She said, "You are useless. Why didn't he come to take the butter?" And the husband is thinking, what? Wait, did you want me to protect the butter from Krishna? No, you don't understand anything. Did any one of you understand? Thank you. That's why it's called ma means no and khan means lust. Makhan, the word makhan means love, opposite to no lust. Makhan means pure love. Because they have so much pure love. They want Krishna to come and steal. They will make it more harder for Krishna and Krishna will break it. Why? What's the verse I said before? Krishna is under love of the devotee. It is not the gopi, but they have so much love for Krishna that Krishna fall for it. He cannot help it either. It's very beautiful. So Mother Yashoda always thinks, I wish there will be a day that I could milk myself, boil the milk, make the butter myself and feed him. Because there is a rumors that if mother feeds the child, that child will become very healthy and you'll be satisfied. You will never go anywhere for food. That when the gopi would catch Krishna red-handed, "Hey, you stealing butter!" And then Krishna said, "Oh, I thought you were my mother." And then the gopi felt so bad. And then Krishna see the hand is loosened. He runs and goes away. I mean, you all know, heard those story that some gopi would take Krishna red-handed, say, "I'm going to take you." And they walk, and then the baby child, her own child, switch the hand, and by the time come to Mother Yashoda say, "What are you complaining? I got your son." And then say, that's not my son. You all heard that. Even one gopi took Krishna on the shoulder and said, "Today I'm not going to let," and tight. And went there, Joshode, here is red-handed caught. Look at your own son. Mother Yashoda said, "That's not my son." And she looks at, when did he switch the form? She felt so embarrassed and she was going back. And on the way back, her son is knocking. And she looks at that Krishna. He said, "Next time you do this, I'll become your husband." And since that, the mother is thinking, I cannot do it. But they cannot let Krishna just come and eat. Because this is the crooked nature. Love is a crooked. You don't know. You know, when snake comes in your house, where did it go? You don't know where it's just slippery. That's why Rupa Goswami says, love is like a little cobra. Which way is going, where are you going to get beaten, you don't know. It is like that. It's beautiful. Means it is not straightforward. It's like a little, you feel, like Rukmini Devi. You know, she asked her brother, you know, Dadagiri in Indian culture, when your parents are old, whatever Dada said, I mean, not in America, but in India still there, I think. Whatever Dada said, everybody. So Rukmi says, she's going to marry Shishupal. That's it. Nobody can change. But Rukmini is not happy, right? So then father goes in a private asking daughter Rukmini, "Are you not happy with this, you know, big celebration in your life? Tell me, what is the secret? I want to know your heart desire." So she brought a rotten apple and a fresh apple. "Father, which one should I eat to remain healthy?" And then father is thinking, well, the fresh apple. So that is Krishna and this is Shishupal. So you decide. Now what can he do? Because Dadagiri, Rukmi already decided Shishupal, nobody can change. But you can see, you think you have a challenge in Krishna consciousness? You think Rukmini did not have a challenge? In own palace, own brother is against her own interest. You think we have problem? In this material world, as long we are devotee, we will have always challenges. But what it helps us to develop inner attraction for Krishna, and that is ultimate. Bhajya sparsheshu asaktamana bindati atmani jat sukham. What is spiritual happiness? Within, not outside, not senses. 5.21-22 you'll see Bhagavad Gita, it says bindati atmani jat sukham sa brahma yoga yukta atma sukham aksham asnute. It's a uninterrupted happiness Rukmini Devi had, but externally big trouble. So like this. So I'll finish with this, that when Mother Jashoda was thinking, now question come, I do a lot of research for many years here there. So why Mother Jashoda does not milk the cow and make the butter and feed? You may think like, what's the big deal? Because those maid servants are actually, she thinks, Mother Jashoda thinks, they are more than herself. They have so much love for Krishna. I give you an example. When Putana came, how she was dressed? Ugly Putana? 12 mile? No, she was the most beautiful goddess. So Mother Jashoda and Rohini Maya was sitting there and they're thinking, maybe Lakshmi has come. Why not? My son is so beautiful. Lakshmi should come and see it. Or some demigoddess or somebody. So they allow her. But when she went there, you think, how much love the maid servant has. How many maid servant Mother Jashoda has? Anyone? Say 100,000. Thank you. Give me an applause, whoever it is. Very nice. 100,000 maid servant. Do you know how they survive? What service he has to do? You thinking Krishna is like limited. Krishna has the hypnotism power. Do you know hypnotism power? What? Now, Krishna just smiled at 10 girls, they completely finish. His smile, I'm serious, his smile is such a hypnotizing. You like, oh my God, I want to see it, and they close their eye, they hold it, they just fell there, gone for. They can be there for million years, just looking at his beautiful smile. It's so powerful. 100,000 maid servant, you wonder like how they serve. And Krishna hypnotized all of them. With his beauty, with his conversation, he will talk, but his talk is so beautiful, so heart-touching, that Nanda Maharaj start praying, oh Lord Narayan, I want this child to talk, keep on talking to whole day. Do you know one of the first and foremost RJs you are learning in Bhakti Path? Bachavega Manasakodave. Why Bachavega? You know? Krishna is talkative. Don't talk too much. And if you talk too much, then you can become their birds. Because they are always talking, chirping. Sukha, Shari, they are always talking about Krishna and Radha, Krishna and Radha. It's beautiful. Or you can become a Kathakar, or you can become, there is a 3 types of Kunja in Vrindavan. One is Kunja, then Nikunja, Nibriti Kunja. So Kunja, every gopi they can enter, but Nikunja, not everybody can enter. Only there are 4 types. One is Shapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastha, and Surit Paksha. So those who are Shapaksha only can enter to Nikunja. But Nibriti Kunja, nobody can enter. Only Manjaris. And we are following in that path. And I have a whole evidence of how Prabhupada even said. But we don't preach that so much, but it is there. Confidential is there. There are 5 types of Manjaris. Anyway, so why I brought this? Because Prabhupada sing on Radhastami day. What song he sing, Prabhupada? Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Tarani Mandala Mahite. What's the Last two lines. Karunam karumai karuna bharite sanaka sanatana varnita charit. Their Santa Bhakta became Dasya. Why Rupa Manjari, who is so intimate in Madhur Ras, praying to Santa Bhakta? Why? You know why? Because in Nibriti Kunj, nobody is allowed to enter. But the bumblebees, zzz, do they need permission? They enter everywhere. These four Kumaras goes, they are reporter. They make this sound. Zzz, oh my God, his nose, oh unbelievable, beautiful. Then next to his nose, there is a little ring. He's shining and he's talking philosophy now, that how Krishna's cheek is attracted by the earring. And out of fear of Mother Jashoda, now out of the whole face, why Satyavrata Muni talking about Kundalam? Namami Saram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Why Kundal? He has so many things in the face. Why Kundal? Because Kundal talking about the intimate pastime of Radharani. You follow? And Krishna loves it. And out of fear, out of fear when child goes here, there, what happened to the earring? Come on. Dangle, dances, kisses. What is Krishna's body? What is Krishna's body made of? Nirdisha guna vigraha atmatantra nischeta gunascha hina anandam kara atra udaradi sagata sabheda vivarjita atma. What kind of personality? From, everybody please say it, from toenail to tip of his hair, only one substance, anandam. Generally in our normal education, we don't think somebody is made of knowledge, do we? We say he has a knowledge. He is intelligent. Means intelligent and him are two difference. You follow? When we say Anandam, we think Ananda, he is happy. Means happiness and him are two. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is a personification of happiness. From toenail to tip of his hair, only one substance. What is it? Anandam. So Krishna's body is so ecstatic, Anandam. So when this devotee from Charlotte are so excited to glorify Krishna, next life he will go to a place where he can be with Krishna and Krishna will accept him. That's called Vastu Siddhi. Right now in your life, this is called Swarup Siddhi. You are maturing to Swarup, your relationship. Next life you will go to Vastu Siddhi, and this is in Krishna book 28 chapter, middle till end. Prabhupada explained this, how your journey will be. Yogamaya will take over and Krishna will accept. Once Krishna accepts you, you have no idea what is Maya. Maya is completely disconnected from eternally from you. That time you will enter automatically in. One time Narad Muni, end of Krishna Lila, he saw the demigod there praying. And Narad Muni asked all the demigods, what's going on? They said, Krishna just brought a airship and everybody entered into the airship and they're going. Now tell me which one is true. Such a big airship that every Brajavashi went inside, and inside there is like a park, garden, dining hall, everything is there, and everybody entered there, and then they closed it, and all the demigods outer space praying, oh, the Lord is leaving, now no more pastime in this life, they will be deprived. So then Narad Muni went immediately to the inside the airplane and asking Madhumangal, where were you yesterday? With Krishna playing. Where are you now? Playing right now. Did you see you went to airplane? I have no idea what you're talking. We're just playing with him. Did they not see the sheep or not? No. No. Even though Krishna Lila is going on, everybody sees Jadrish, say it, Jadrishi, Jadrishi, Bhavana Jasya, Siddhir Bhavati, Tadrishi. How much you are advanced, that much only you can perceive. Not more, not less. It's beautiful, those verses, that you will see only as much. So even though, both, all are correct. You follow? All are correct. In Jagannath Puri, they will tell you that Krishna was shot dead. He was shot by Brigu, came as a hunter. That's also there in Bhagavatam. There was a arrow. And Jaduvamsa finished. And when Krishna's body was floating all the way near the Jagannath temple, the ocean, there they found this one part of the body is not burned. This intestine, that's turned into the wood, and that's where Jagannath Murti carved. This is their explanation. But maybe there is some truth about it, I don't know, but this is not what we accept. We accept what our Acharya is saying. Everybody sees through their own realization. You follow? So I'll go back to the original story. So when Putana left in a sense, Putana felt uncomfortable. What was the uncomfortable in Putana's mind? Because Putana thought, when Putana is the only demoness that Kamsa did not defeat. All other, Aghasura, Bakasura, older brother, younger brother of Putana, they are family. They are all demonic family. But the other, Kamsa defeated each one except Putana. When Putana also came to fight, he said, no wait, I already defeated your brother, I'll take you as a sister. So they had some relationship. Kamsa is a Rajashik, Asur. Asur means demon is a Rajashik. But he is also tamasic. Why? Because of Putana's association. Rakshasi are tamasic. They are not Rajasic. They are Rakshas. They are man-eater. You follow? The Rajasic, Asur, they are demon. They know God, but they don't allow God to have his own position. They are trying to fight. I want to be your place. You follow? Rakshasis are not into it. They are just man-eater. So when every day Kamsa would send somebody. Kamsa tried one time to come in the Vrindavan. You heard that story or not? I'll tell you this little brief so that I'll come back to this. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to squeeze it, but some or other I'm going off later. So Kamsa thought, I'm tired of this, sending demons. Maybe I should stop. I'll go myself and kill Krishna and come back. So when he walked and crossed the Jamuna, he disguised himself. So he doesn't want to be caught. He's very powerful. How far distance is the gravitation works? Do you know? I asked NASA engineer. 200 miles, not more than that. Kamsa's fist was so strong, I studied on it, that he would punch one guy and pierce through this gravitation power 800 miles straight. Kubalaya the elephant, you know who he belongs to? Jarasandha. How did he come to Kamsa? Because of that. There's a whole story I won't give. But he dropped and then he revealed who is this boy. Nobody knew. Jarasandha purposely gave his two daughters to build the relationship with Kamsa. Because nobody could compete with Kamsa. Kamsa was so powerful. That Kamsa, one time he thought, I'm tired of sending demon. I'm going to go myself. So he crossed the river, disguised form. There's an old lady comes, beautiful old lady. She has a long hair and white color. She looks like a tapassini, like austere, powerful. She said, where are you going? Where I'm going? Do you know who I am? Oh yes, I know. Who I am? Because Kamsa disguised. He has a power. He said, you are Kamsa. Look, you either answer my question or don't put one more step. How dare you talk to me? I come from Mathura, next other side of the river. This is my country. He said, look, I don't need any answer. Just answer me. What are you trying to do? I'm not going to answer. I'm Kamsa. I'll turn you to a little girl. Kamsa showing his power and found himself a little girl. He got so scared. In his entire life, nobody could challenge and turn him into something he never thought of. You know, powerful macho man. And little girl, you think like innocent, affectionate. When Kamsa saw himself as a little girl, he was like so embarrassed. She said, one more word, I'll turn you to something else. He said, okay, why you are coming in Vrindavan? You think we can just buy a ticket and go to Vrindavan? Actually, Vrindavan is controlled by Jogomaya. Believe me. 4.29 and 30. Memorize those verses. Are beautiful. Adilila. So, they are, she said, Jogomaya said to Kamsa, what do you want to do? He said, I want to meet Nanda Maharaj. Really, his intention is to kill Krishna directly. So he said, first you have to be qualified. What do you mean qualified? I'm already afraid of you, but you are just superseding my power. He said, I will tell you what to do. If you don't follow, you'll go back. Or I'll send you back. It's up to you. So Kamsa did. What he did, she said, collect all the cow dung. Kamsa had a power of becoming thousands. And he collected all the cow dung in Vrindavan. That's a good service he did. And after he comes back, then Jogomaya says, okay, second test. Before cow dung drops, you have to collect all. Do you know it's so hard? But Kamsa tried and tried and tried, he failed. He said, I can't do it. He said, then go back. Don't put one step further in Vrindavan. So Kamsa went. So he always had some fear. Who is this lady? Who is that powerful? Is it like, because he is a follower of Durga. Kamsa's follower is Durga. You remember Vasudev's scenery? I have a question. This is my nature. I always ask questions so that you can start stimulating. You know, Prabhupada told Jayadutta Maharaj, our brain should sweat. You know, brain sweat, not bodily sweat. Brain sweats. Vasudev Maharaj brought Joga Maya from Nanda Maharaj's, Mother Joshoda's maternity house. Placed in the womb, placed on the lap of Mother Devaki. And then later on, she revealed 10-hand form to Kamsa. When Jogamaya became Mahamaya and Mahamaya were Jogamaya? Can anyone answer me? You understand the question? Your answer is 99. Can you just push little? Okay. Repeat after. You go ahead. No. You went back to 75%. She was 90%. That's a better answer. No. We are conscious being. Touch is a function, but conscious being. Say, so long I have a, repeat after, devotional service attitude, I will be under Jogamaya. The moment I want to exploit and enjoy sense gratification, same Jogamaya manifests as Mahamaya. These are very important. You follow? Very important. Devaki was breastfeeding her. She was Jogamaya. Affection developed. Later on, she took birth separately from Subhadra. There is also evidence is there. But the moment Kamsa grabbed the feet to try to smash, because he is a serial killer, you know, he is habituated. He killed 6. No, not 7, 6 before. So he knows how to kill a baby. Because of that exploitation, Jogamaya turned into Mahamaya. This is a beautiful. That's why Prabhupada says, same engineer can turn electricity into cold and hot according to weather. So it's very nice. So I'll go back. Why I mentioned this story, that when Putana took baby away, what happened to Yashoda Maya? I mean, the whole detailed story I'm not going to give. You know why he closed his eye. You all heard it. But why? Why? What did Yashoda Maya do when Putana took the baby away? As soon the baby came out of the house, Krishna grabbed her nipple. The moment he grabbed the nipple, oh, you came to give the breast milk? I'll drink. He is innocent. But he closed his eye for many reasons. One of the reasons, Krishna is not an expert drinker of poison. He is expert drinker of nectar, prasadam, bhoga. But who is expert drinker of poison? Shiva. So he closed his eye to call Shiva, you come and drink and then I'll drink the milk. Because she came to give the milk, but she smeared it with the poison. Oho Bhakiyan Stana Kala Kutam, the famous verse in 3rd canto. Oho Bhakiyan Stana Kala Kutam, Jigam Shaya. Beautiful explain that verse. So there's the other two reasons also, because Putana was very shocked that I am expert. When Kamsa was depressed, she told she accepted him as a brother. It's like an adopted brother. So he said, before Kamsa would send the demon to Vrindavan, they would write the resume, what they are capable of doing. It's not like Kamsa just send them. Hey, what you can do today for me? You're going to go to Vrindavan, what are you going to do? Show me, like exactly what you're going to do. So they would write resume. So Putana also wrote resume. At the end, she writes, I am expert drinking the tears of newly born twisted depth of baby. When I twist the neck of a baby and kill, that scenery gives me such a joy. This is her specialty on the resume. When Kamsa read it, he said, you are hired, go. Instantly. So when Putana came with a beautiful, her guru, she has a famous guru, Durvasa Muni, that's where she got the power. 60,000 elephant power, can you imagine? 10,000 only Bhima and Duryodhan. 60,000 elephant power, she had so much power, but could not remove the little finger of Krishna from the nipple. Failed. So this is beautiful. So then when Putana went outside, Krishna grabbed the nipple, she lost her power. Her origin form came out. Origin form was 12 miles. Have you seen 12-mile body of a lady? Kamsa had a garden for his breakfast fruits and others, nuts would come from that garden. That garden was destroyed because Putana body just fell. Now on 12-mile body, can you see the baby on the top? Can you imagine 12 miles body of a lady? Unbelievable. So what did Mother Yashoda do? Fainted. What about Rukmini Maya? Fainted. So who you can say rescue Krishna? Of course he is Supreme God, but still now somebody has to rescue the child. Who rescued Krishna? The maid servant. Maid servant. There are many, 3 pastime I know, not today but someday. This is one of the pastime that Mother Yashoda always feel guilty. This guilt, everything that we have here, over there is pure form. She thinks, I'm a mother, but I could not save my child. When Putana took, who saved the child? This maid servant. When Mother Yashoda say, I want to milk the cow and feed my son, they will say, why? We are not good enough? And she would feel, oh no, this is not good. She would feel guilty. And she thinks that they have so much love that they rescued Krishna when I was fainting. You know, she fainted and she could not do. But who rescued Krishna? So she always has some kind of a, what would you say, over affectionate nature that this maid servant, they have love for my son more than I do. So she never got it until this day. This is the day that next day after Diwali, there is supposed to be Indra Jagna, Indra Puja. So Mother Yashoda was thinking, all right, this is the day, it's the best day. And Krishna is just a young man, not young man, 3 years, 4 months. 3 years, 4 months, what is that? How old is he? Oh, no. 3 years, 3 years old man, he's like a grown out of breast milk, but still dependent on mother for everything. So Krishna's age is very loving. Jiva Goswami Pad says 2.5 years. Either one, this is a unique age. So then Mother Yashoda was thinking, that's it. She got the opportunity. We need a big Indrajagna tomorrow. So all of you go to the bank of Jamuna and start cooking. So they all went. Nobody was in the house. Who is there? Only Krishna and Mother Yashoda. She was like so happy. Wow, first time I am with my son alone. Don't put a logic. You are in America. You can be with your son. You may not find even anybody else. I mean, in America it's like that. But Mother Yashoda, first time in her life she saw. She was so happy. So then she's planning that I'm going to do all this. Milk the cow, boil the milk, make the butter, feed with my own hand, and my son will never steal from anybody else. But she has three things very powerful. She has a affection. 4 things she does. Say, lalana, palana, tarana, bharsana. She disciplines, she maintains the child, she nourishes, affectionate, all this, whatever mother. Is not scolding also, like when he does wrong thing. Like for an example, in this Damodar Leela, you will find when they are running, at one point, Mother Yashoda asks Krishna that, where did you learn this stealing? This is a horrible nature. How did you get this? He said, why are you blaming me? My father's side there is no thief. I heard in your dynasty, Shumok Ghosh. Shumok Ghosh, who is Shumok Ghosh? Mother Yashoda's father. Shumok Ghosh relative, your family has a Chor Ghosh. Chor means thief. So why are you blaming me? Why did I get this quality? And Mother Yashoda like, what can she say? So then she is in a conversation, she says, I just saw you. You are doing really very mischievous activity. You are breaking the pot, feeding the monkeys. So I did not do any of these things. Said, who fed the monkeys? I saw. Who fed the dogs outside? So Krishna gives a good logic. I asked you this question. Who created everything? You said God. Who maintained everything? God. So why are you asking me? Who fed them? Tell me, one of you, did he lie? Did he lie or not lie? No, because he is God. But even though philosophically Mother Yashoda taught him correct and he answered correct. So like this, the whole episode is very unique. So then Mother Yashoda, after holding Krishna alone, she's like pouring out her affection. All of a sudden she remembers all these beautiful millions of leelas in her many lives. And she started singing. And when you sing, Krishna feels so comfortable in your life. He will enter in your heart. Is Krishna in your heart or he will enter in the heart? In your heart. 3.9.11, you can put it up and see it. Krishna in your heart as a super soul, you will not wake up until you hear about Krishna Katha. And 3.9.11, yeah, can you read the translation, someone loudly? Yeah. Yeah, you can read the purport later. It's a beautiful purport Prabhupada gave. How Krishna entered in your life. You follow? How? Through hearing. Karnaranda patha diya ridhi maje pravesiya varishaya sudhaya nupam হৃদয় হইতে বলে জীবার অগ্রেতে চলে শব্দ রূপে নাচে অনুক্ষণ. How Krishna manifests in your life is beautifully explained Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Nam Mahatma Parinam Chintamani, based on few verses like this. So you have a super soul, you follow, in Krishna's partial, but Krishna will manifest when you develop five things. First thing is hearing. More you hear, you will come to a point. Tamal Krishna Maharaj asked Prabhupada, three potency we need right now in our life, then you are done. First is Sandhini. So he asked Prabhupada, how do I feel, how will I experience that I'm connected to spiritual existence? So please remember, and at the end of the class you tell me that you remember it. Or you can say, when I feel I want to hear more, I really want to hear about Krishna. Nobody knows you feeling. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada says at that time you are connecting to that spiritual realm. Isn't it so beautiful? You can examine yourself. You follow? You can examine yourself. Then when that becomes more pure in your heart, it will attract sambit. Sambit means feelings and relationship. All of a sudden, jatha jatha gaura padara binde binde ta bhakti krita punna rasi tatha tatha sarpati ridhi akashmat means I love Krishna. All of a sudden you feel like I really love Krishna, and you start like tears coming, you want to chant, you feel like you don't know what happened, how it happened. That's how the verse says. Yeah? Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur explained this. Tatha tatha ridhi akashmat radha padhambuja sudhamburasi. That means you are connected with Lord Chaitanya at that existence. So Prabhupada told Tamal Krishna Maharaj, when you feel that you want to hear, come on, some of you know, sometimes you feel like, yeah, I want to hear more. You know, sometimes you feel like, I want to chant, I want to read sometimes. The moment you feel, it may not be stable. After 5 minutes, gone. For a whole day, maybe sometime. You know, but even for a moment you feel that connection, that is the pure goodness connection. It's so nice. So that's how gradual. Okay, I'll go back to the story, otherwise I'll never finish the story. So then Mother Yashoda finally got this, and she remembers unlimited pastimes. And she started singing. And Krishna loves. Dear devotees, I tell you, take advantage of this. Take advantage of this. You can bribe Krishna in your spiritual path. I didn't say, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. Bhaktivinoda Thakur write in the song, our Param Gurudev would cry when he would hear this song. Sri Radha Krishna Pada Kamale Mana Ke Mane Labhive Charama Sarana. It's a long song. At the end you will see it's like a little bribery. Jugala Sevaya Sirashamandale Nijukta Karo Amaya Piyaya prema matta kari more sunaha nija gunagana. When you like to appreciate devotees, when you like to glorify devotees, when you like to glorify devotees' attraction to Krishna, Krishna loves hearing this. This is the secret. What Krishna likes to hear? When you say Radharani loves you, don't just say Radharani loves you. Say how she loves you. Say Prabhupada loves you. How he loves you. You follow? You wanted every town and village Krishna consciousness. Yeah? Prithivite ache jata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar haive mornam. The famous verse everybody knows. Then you say, Krishna, Prabhupada did that for you. He loves you so much. He took so much hard struggle and he fulfilled it. Today you go, may not see so much in America, to be honestly, but some countries are flourishing, like East Europe, China, some countries are flourishing 42,000 out of 30,000. I was talking to this Ananda Prabhu, is a Shabananda Prabhu, is so wonderful devotee. I was telling him that 30,000 Chinese Mataji, they are preaching like anything. And they are making so many devotees. Prabhupada's time only 2 devotees, but Prabhupada predicted that someday, when China grabs it, it will become like they will hold it. If you come after 5,000 years, is there a Hare Krishna country? Oh yeah, China. Like everybody will be chanting, dancing whole day night. May not be India. Because Prabhupada said China will keep it. They will not let go. 2,500 years back, India did not have anything but Vedic culture. You look at now, this dharma, that dharma, religion, this religion, that religion, this Baba, that Baba. It's like, and people becoming like so confused. Yeah. Oh, Krishna. It is almost 2 o'clock. I didn't finish. I'm just trying to like squeeze it. How do I finish it? Krishna, 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 Krishna. Okay. I'll just end like this. So in that, I'll be cheating myself. Hare Krishna. How do we evoke affection for Krishna in that Leela? What is the purpose of Damodar Leela? Maybe I'll go in a different angle to squeeze it down to the few minutes. Is that okay? This is almost okay. What is the purpose of Damodar Leela? I want you all to think. Every Leela, every relationship need to be renewed off and on. You are married, it's okay. But renew the vow. Go for somewhere, just you and your spouse. And have that. What was the initial attraction? Did we get it? Because in spiritual world, they do this every day, every year. Radha Krishna's renewing vow. This Damodar Leela is nothing but renewing vow of Vatsulla Rasa between Krishna and Mother Jashoda. Because at the end of, I'm just going to end, just imagine it happened. You all heard it, otherwise it will take few hours. So then what happened at the end, when Nanda Maharaj comes back, they did not hear when those 2 trees fell. They didn't hear. Why? It's very simple. Yogamaya creates the whole system in such a way. You may be in next door to Nanda Maharaj, but it may take million years for you to meet Krishna next door. But if Krishna wants and you are in 100 miles far, you will be next moment. This is what Holidham means. Always remember this. Holidham, it shrinks and also expand. There is a whole beautiful verses. I won't go that route. In Harinam Chintaman, Navaddin Dham Mahitya, you can memorize those verses, few verses. Dhamer upari jara mayapati jal, acha diya rake dham ei chirakal, Sri Krishna Chaitanya jar nahika samanda, dhamer upari bas kare sei andha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said there are 2 types of devotee in Holidham. One has a relationship with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this parampara, then they can go inside the mystery of Dham. Others, they think they live in a holy Dham, but actually they live on top of the Maya's covering. We live in Mathura, but they actually have no Krishna consciousness much. You'll see like, I don't see that they are devotee. Yes, though both are there in this, embassy of Golok Dham. We call Vrindavan Dham. So on that day, last moment when these 2 trees fell, the whole episode took place. There was prayers there, and these 2 sons of Kubera, they came back later on. They got it very high destiny. Kathakar, Snigdha Kanta, Madhukanta. They are Kathakar because they watch for 36,000 years. They watch everything what's going on before Krishna delivered them. So their memory is very sharp. So when they got that position of Kathakar, Snigdha, they Every day they would tell the story what happened from their angle. Because when you are tree, you see different angle than others seeing things. So then, after this, when Nanda Maharaj came and he says, how dare, who did this? So Madhamangal whispering way, Maya did it. Why? Because they are afraid of Mother Yashoda. But Mother Yashoda, seeing this, the tree fell, she fainted. And she felt so bad. Why did I bind him? But what was the purpose, I said? Come on. No, renewing. Renewing. It is not Vatsularas only. Renewing the Vatsularas. They already have a Vatsularas, but it has to be renewed. Recreate this. So then Mother Rohini Maya comes and Nanda Maharaj came. Now question is, why nobody could untie the Damodar rope from Krishna's with the tree and the mortar? Why nobody could untie? Very good. She's very good. Give a plot to her. Very good. You know her name? Lalitangi Devidasi. Very beautiful name. So, because she possesses Vatsula Rasa, somebody in Vatsula Rasa can untie. Nobody else. Who were there with Krishna? Coward boys. They can never. You follow? Even Madhur Ras, they cannot. Only Vatsula Rasa. So Nanda Baba came. He said, who did this? Then they told. And Nanda Maharaj was a little upset with Mother Yashoda. So then he untied and Krishna comes and, like, how the baby cries, like, I forgot the word. There is a, like non-stop crying. He's like, he had a fun with the coward boys before that. All of a sudden Nanda Maharaj come, he started crying. So Krishna is really a, thank you, something more than that. He's like a first-class actor. So then when he's crying and Nanda Baba says, don't worry, I'll take care of you. What happened? So then the whole episode took place. They have to end because it's evening time coming. And the whole day the whole Leela was taking place. So Mother Rohini Maya came and told Nanda Maharaj he should go and meet her. She is almost unconscious. Mother Yashoda whole day did not eat. She's crying and crying and crying. And she did not know what to say, how to say, to who to say. Then Nanda Maharaj says, but, she should have known. She should not have done this. This is not proper. Don't say like this. She knows how to take care of her child. Yeah, but why she bound like this? Well, he was mischievous. Nobody knows the story. Only Mother Yashoda knows what he did. Broken the pot, right? And he fed the monkeys. Yeah? How did Krishna know? Krishna knows that Mother Yashoda is behind. Monkeys were stop eating. They are looking. If you serve prasadam and nobody is eating, what do you feel? What's going on? I'm giving, they're not eating. Obviously, so it's like this. Then Krishna found, and then he got down and started running. And the chase went. Why Mother Yashoda could not catch him? Huh? And how did she catch him? These are little key points. Then your mind will be stuck with this lila. Whole day you'll be chanting, but you'll be thinking. So, they were running from this room to that room. How many rooms Nanda Maharaj's palace has? 50. Say, 50 rooms. 50 rooms from one threshold. Krishna, boom, fell and ran to the other room. No, she's like, no maid servant, she's alone. Like, stop. So she's scared, like, I'm just making him. So then he finally got out, and then he's going from this way, that way. He never went outside the main gate. But today he's looking outside, should I go out or not? And Mother Yashoda did something. Stopped Krishna losing his power. What is it? This is what Vatsala Ras. I am causing him running, fear, with fear. I should never do this. I am causing him feeling afraid of me. this is not good. I love him. I want him to stay here. I don't want him to be afraid of me. When she reflected her action, she started crying. Krishna lost his power. He could not even move. If you look at that verse, Paramishtamatanta Drota Gopa. From the back, she grabbed him. Hare, who can catch Krishna? He's Supreme Lord, right? Nobody can Krishna. But why? Because of that affection. She felt, I want to serve him, not make him afraid of me. And Krishna started losing. More you start loving, believe me, Krishna will lose his power to escape from you. And when your love increases to a point, you will see Krishna is eating when you feed him. Would you like to see? Yeah, think about it. This is the chance. This month, make it the best month in your life. Okay, I'm trying to finish on that. So then Nanda Maharaj asking Krishna, please go to your mother. No. You will stay with who? With you. Who is going to maintain you? You. How? Because when Nanda Maharaj came to Krishna Balaram, and from the udder of the cow, he gave direct milk to their mouth. And Nanda Maharaj always carries something in his pocket. Who knows? Candy, misri. You know misri? What do you call? Not candy. Sugar. Yeah, I guess sugar candy, misri. It's a very tasty. And so he always carries in his pocket, just for Krishna. So he's giving, and he's drinking milk directly. So Rohini Maya says, who is going to give you breast milk? He said, Baba. Baba doesn't have. No, he will give from the cow. Where are you going to get the sweet? From his pocket. So Krishna has a whole logic how he's going to stay with his father, no more with mother. Now how do you break that? He's really got hurt. Now what to do? You know, Balaram gave a whole philosophy who Krishna was. You heard that. When Balaram told the whole philosophy, Mother Maya Josuda, how could you bind your child? Do you know who is your child? His supreme origin. From his, all the incarnation came. I also came from him. We are God. Your son is God, origin. Unlimited universes coming out. So he gave a whole philosophy. What was Mother Josoda doing at that time? Cleaning the Thakur Ghar. The Krishna made a mess with this, breaking the pot. Mother Josoda even asked Krishna, who broke the pot? Well, you are careless with your ankle bell and here they are breaking the pot. Why are you blaming me for it? And Mother Josoda is thinking, he's lying, he's stealing, this is going too much far. I must discipline him. You know, she has a good reason for it. So then at the end, Nanda Maharaj says, well, she's unconscious and if we don't go, I don't know what will happen. Then Mother Rohini Maya went inside and came back. She came back with the news. It was very shocking. She told Nanda Baba that Mother Josoda, I don't know if she has a life here or not. Whole day she is unconscious and I don't know what happened. If he does not come, I think she will be dead. Nanda Maharaj looked at Krishna. He said, what if you don't see your mother? He didn't say die or anything. He goes like this, snap. And Krishna understood. He got up. Said, Maya, Maya. He started crying all of a sudden. Consciousness came back. You know, affectionate. Then Rohini Maya took him. And when Krishna came and grabbed Mother Josoda, and Mother Josoda came back to life. This reunion was so intimate. Next time Mother Josoda told Nanda Baba, I'll never bind him ever. But next day she may forget. For now. Because Krishna mischievous activity. This reunion was so wonderful. Then Nanda Maharaj says, well, I haven't eaten whole day after this episode. So what should we do? So Nanda Baba pressured Mother Josoda. So Mother Josoda has all these maidservants, they are cooking. Mother Josoda made the. Then Krishna is fed well with Balaram and everyone. Then Nanda Maharaj also ate. But Krishna halfway is so nice. Nanda Baba also loved Mother Yashoda so much. He said, I'm not going to finish the best part of the meal. Mother Yashoda said, why? Because I want you to sit down here, I'm going to feed you. That was very touchy. Because Mother Yashoda felt little uncomfortable. Because what is Nanda Baba is thinking about my behavior with my son. But it is so intimate. So anyway, Krishna took the sweet rice and feeding father and mother. And then they started feeding each other. That's how the reunion take place. And from that day, their level of love for each other increased million times. And this will happen every year. Wherever they are, this lila goes on and on and on. This is so much happiness, joyful inside. Say, please repeat after me, I'll finish with this. Bajje bisha jalamay. Bhitare anandamay. Krishna premer. E adbhut charit. This is Mahaprabhu's definition. If you have, you can just take it. Adilila chapter 4, 165 in the purport, you will see the definition of pure love. Sarvada dhangsa rahita satta vidha 4.165. Atmendriya priti vancha tare bolikam, Krishnendriya priti ichcha dhare prem nam. Anybody found it? Atmendriya priti vancha tare bolikam 4.165. You found it? Can you go in the purport? There's another verse. Sarvada dhangsa rahita sattapi. You found it? Say it. Sarvada dhangsa rahita sattapi dhangsa karane jadbhava vandanam junasa prema parikirtita. The definition of pure love is this. What you heard the story like this. Go ahead. Yeah.
There is ample reason for a resolution of conjugal relationship, and yet such resolution does not take place. Such a relationship of ultimate love is called pure.
Pure. Pure love means there will be challenges coming. You follow? But their feeling for each other only increases, never decreases. In the material world, it will break. There is a big difference between pure, genuine love versus this love. Mother Yashoda Maiya ki jai, Nanda Baba ki jai, Krishna Prabhu ki jai, Samaveda Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Sorry, I didn't talk about much about Kartik Vrata. Jai Radha Damodar.